Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the RotoBaller Radio Waiver Wire Series. I'm your host, Anthony Aniano. Happy to be with you here as we take a look at some hitters available on the waiver wire for Week 8 of your fantasy baseball season. The week beginning Monday, May 30th. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. As we get ready and then we work that waiver wire. Folks, don't forget to win big in 2022 with rotoballer.com's MLB and DFS Premium Pass, which includes 15 exclusive lineup tools, daily DFS cheat sheets, and our new Team Sync platform. Use RotoBaller's exclusive hitter projections, pitching planners, DFS value plays, research stations, lineup optimizer, and more to help you win big. For a limited time, get your MLB Premium Pass for an extra 10% off using the promotional code ACES. Visit rotoballer.com, sign up today, and start rotoballing like a boss. All right, everybody. So, Memorial Day weekend, always my big checkpoint weekend for my fantasy baseball roster. Big cuts, drops, I reevaluate, I check the standings. Where do I need to make a run? Where do I feel strong? So forth and so on. So some players available on the waiver wire here. Full disclosure, I am recording this on Friday the 27th of May, late afternoon before the Friday games kick off. So obviously some stats will change by the time you get to the waiver wire on Sunday night. But nonetheless, these are players who have been hot over the last couple of weeks, who have been called up from the minors and are available at or below 40% of leagues, courtesy of Yahoo.com. And I always try to throw a catcher your way, and William Contreras of the Atlanta Braves is making a case to be added and used. Now, what's interesting is Atlanta's finding ways to get him in the lineup because they still have Travis d'Arnaud there. Contreras has played the outfield a little bit, as some outfielders like Adam Duvall have struggled. And William Contreras, probably the only time I'll get to mention him because he's right at that 40% rostership as we record this show. Over the last 2 weeks, 4 homers, 5 RBIs, 8 runs scored with a .290 batting average, and he's now up to 7 home runs on the season with a .277 average and a .382 on-base percentage, 12 runs scored. Highest OPS of anybody I'm going to mention today, and that's an OPS of 1.126. Kind of dominant performance right now by William Contreras, and a must-add. In 2 catcher leagues, he's already had 1 catcher league. If you're not getting the production you want, okay, William Contreras is still available in about 60% of Yahoo leagues. Let's take a look at some corner infielders now. First is a repeat. Hunter Dozier, I'll mention him again. I mentioned him last week. First base, third base, and outfield eligible. Still under 30% rostered at about 26%. Last 2 weeks, hitting .314, 2 homers, 6 RBIs, 10 runs scored. Hitting 4th in that Kansas City Royal lineup. Now up to .265 on the season, 5 homers, 20 runs scored, 13 RBIs, and OPS of 770. I have a hard time ignoring anybody who's hitting 4th in a major league lineup right now. Dozier is doing that. Hot over the last 2. Batting average on the season now more than respectable, and he should finish the season with close to 20 home runs. My other corner infielder, Chicago Cub first baseman Frank Schwindel, 25% rostered, and the flashing power. Again, a lot of power on display in this week's Waiver Wire Hitter episode. .273 over his last 14. That's brought his season-long average up now to .227. He does have 4 home runs over the last 2 weeks, 6 on the total for the year, 10 RBIs over the last 14, 21 total RBIs. OPS is 655. The on-base percentage is not good. It's only .265, but if you're chasing power out of a corner infield spot, Schwindel is flashing it of late with those 4 home runs. Full disclosure, by the way, Jock Peterson is way over 50% rostered, so I'm not mentioning him. He had that monster hot streak against the Mets early in the week, the 4 home runs in the 2 games. If you had him, great. If you didn't have him, my opinion, you missed the hot streak. But that's just my take on Jock Peterson. Middle infield, we got a little combination here. And this player needs to be rostered. And I know he had a monster game, Josh Rojas of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Okay, he's hitting 6 of his last 7 games. Okay, on May 20th, we know he went triple ding-dong with 3 home runs. But besides that, okay, Okay, besides the 3 home run monster game on May 20th, over the last 14 days, he's still hitting .313, and he's got 2 stolen bases. Now, he doesn't have any other home runs over the last 14. All 3 of his home runs over the last 14, all 3 of his home runs on the season were in that one game on May 20th. However, batting average is strong. .313, like I said, over the last 14. .286 on the year, okay? 3 stolen bases on the year, hitting second for Arizona. 30% rostered. Last season, he had .264 with a .341 on base percentage. Hit 11 homers and stole 9 bases, so a double-double candidate by the time the season comes to an end. But the reason I really mention him, anybody who knows me knows I want versatility out of my players. And this is a player on Yahoo, second base, shortstop, third base, outfield. I'm getting middle corner as well then. So I'm getting 5-6 position eligibility out of Josh Rojas. To me, that makes a player rosterable. A good hitter, .286 on the year, who could fill in 6 positions on a league for me, and only 30% rostered. Josh Rojas should be significantly higher than that because of that type of player who, listen, the 3 home run game won you a day. He's not going to win you a day very often, but he's not going to lose it for you. He's a consistent player, and you can move him all around your fantasy lineup. Other middle infield options who can provide you some speed. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa of the New York Yankees, 20% rostered. Now, over the last 14, only hitting .260. On the season, only .257. Not showing any pop. OPS is only .610. However, on the season now, he's up to 5 stolen bases. 3 of them over the last 14 days. And remember, this is a player who stole 20 bases last year. And then second is Jonathan Villar of the Chicago Cubs. Now, if I have a choice between Kiner-Falefa and Villar, I may actually go Villar because of the fact Falefa is shortstop eligible and middle infield. Jonathan Villar is second base, shortstop, third base, which makes him middle and corner. More versatility, the happier I am. And he has a little more power than Kiner-Falefa with 2 home runs over his last 14 days. Batting average, not as strong as Falefa's. It's only .233. Over the last 14, it's only .239 on the season. But he does have 4 stolen bases. He stole 14 last year for the Mets. Again, OPS is only .615. On-base percentage is .279. These are speed ads. Again, and that goes back to what I said at the beginning. It's Memorial Day weekend. Check your categories. Where do you need to make a run? If you need the power, take a look at Dozier. Take a look at Schwindel. If you need the speed, Kiner-Falefa, Jonathan Villar. If you need the batting average, take a look at Josh Rojas. Whatever it may be you need. Now, in the outfield, another power ad, and I mentioned this player last week. I got to mention him again. But Cole Calhoun is still hot and only 33% rostered on Yahoo. Over the last 14 days, he's hitting over 400, 404, 6 homers, 11 RBIs, 14 runs scored. It is a monster run Cole Calhoun is on for the Texas Rangers. For the season now, that batting average is up to .262, and the home runs are up to 7, and the runs scored and the RBIs both sit at 16. .785 OPS to go along with that .309 on base percentage. Calhoun scorching hot and only 33% rostered. Now, you want my sleeper play? Take a look in Pittsburgh. They just recalled outfielder Cal Mitchell. Cal Mitchell is only 2% rostered on Yahoo. Now, in his early call-up, he's 3 for 9, 333 with 2 RBIs. In AAA this season for Pittsburgh before his call-up, he was hitting .306 with a .362 on-base percentage and showing a nice power-speed combination with 5 homers and 6 stolen bases at the AAA level. Now, what I loved about his AAA season was his approach, walking about 7% of the time and striking out less than 15%. Cal Mitchell will get an opportunity to play every day for the Pittsburgh Pirates while he's up. And at 2% rostered, he's a must-add in NL-only leagues and deeper formats as well. If you could get Cal Mitchell, could be a sneaky ad like an Alec Thomas type that when he got added by the Arizona Diamondbacks, Cal Mitchell is out there at 2% rostered on Yahoo. Catcher, William Contreras is the obvious one. Corner infielders, Schwindel, Hunter Dozier. Middle infielders, Josh Rojas, Kiner-Falefa, and Jonathan Villar if you need that speed. A couple of outfielders, power, Cole Calhoun. And the sleeper play, Cal Mitchell of the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, everybody, follow me on Twitter at @Aniano Fantasy. Make sure you like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel. Check out the pitching waiver wire video for Week 8, as well as all the great RotoBaller radio content right here on the RotoBaller YouTube channel. Like I said, head to rotoballer.com, sign up for that MLB Premium package right now. Save yourself an additional 10% off. Okay, and don't forget, download the rotoballer.com app. Get that on your phone for all the latest news and articles, courtesy of rotoballer.com. All right, everybody, stay smart, stay safe, have a terrific Memorial Day. Have a good one, folks.